All right, it's long run day, and we are getting ready for a good run here at the Petasso Nature Preserve. It is just beautiful. We're in Boulder County, and I'm hoping to run about 10 to 12 miles today. Let's see how it goes. Now, thankfully, it's not too hot today, so I don't have to suffer through a lot of 95-degree running today, but this run is pretty exposed, so I'm taking my hydration pretty seriously today. I've got a big bottle of Element right here, which is great. I've got my citrus flavor. I'm on a big citrus kick right now, and I always feel better when it's hot outside when I'm more on top of my electrolytes, especially when I'm getting in enough sodium. So if you're someone who sweats a lot, or if you're like me and you have very salty sweat, getting in a high sodium electrolyte mix like Element is really good. You can go to drinklmnt.com/strengthrunning and you can get some goodies with your first purchase. All right, here's the plan. We are here. We're gonna run Canyon Loop up here. We're gonna do the loop link and then finally do the Benjamin Loop Trail and then back. I think I might have to do the Canyon Loop twice because it's only about 3.3 miles. That should get me to about 10 miles, and we'll see how I'm feeling at that point. But excited about this because it's really gorgeous out here. Let's go take a look. Let's go. All right, mile 1, 8:51. Just keeping it nice and easy. I think whenever you're doing a long run, it's advantageous to negative split that long run. That doesn't always mean that you're gonna finish fast. It does mean that you're probably gonna start slow. Really just make sure your body is easing into it, because the long run, it's kind of like a glorified easy run. Unless you're doing some kind of structured session, most long runs are just really long, easy runs. Now, they're not recovery runs, so it shouldn't be your slowest run of the week, but it's still an easy effort. Okay, mile 2, 8 flat. This had a good amount of downhill, so even that big negative split was kind of easy. All right, mile 3, 8:38. This one was harder by a lot. Mile 4 was an 8:16. Feeling pretty good, settling into a nice little rhythm here. Kind of low to mid 8-minute pace. I'm at about 6,000 or 6,500 feet, so a little bit higher than Denver and a little bit less oxygen. I want to take a quick break to thank our sponsor, Previnex. You can go to Previnex.com and use code JASON15 for 15% off your purchase. But Previnex is a very different kind of supplement company, and I want to thank them for all the work they're doing to helping runners with joint problems. I want to share some of the incredible testimonials from people who have started taking their joint health product. Now, I've never partnered with a supplement company before because I've never found one that I really believe in, but Previnex is different. They are, in my view, the best supplement company that you can find. They only use the most bioavailable ingredients. They do pharmaceutical grade manufacturing, testing of both raw ingredients and the finished product. And For every bottle of vitamins that you purchase, they're gonna donate a bottle to kids in need. Now, if you're a runner with joint problems, you've gotta try their Joint Health Plus product for all these reasons. I mean, it is clinically proven to reduce joint stiffness, to improve joint flexibility, and to reduce joint pain in just 7 to 10 days. And the testimonials from our YouTube and podcast audiences who have tried Joint Health Plus really do indicate that this is the real deal. Now, I don't have any joint problems, so I can't speak personally to this. I'm a big fan of Nourify, their vitamin, and also their immune support product. But Joint Health Plus seems to be practically a game changer for these athletes with joint problems. So if you want to try it out and support our YouTube channel, go to Previnex.com and enter in code JASON15. You're going to save 15% on your purchase, and if you get the vitamins, you're going to be helping kids in need, as well as investing in your health with what I think is one of the best supplement companies that you can find.
All right, mile 5 was in 9:35. That one had a little more vert and some good technical terrain. Still just trying to maintain same rhythm, same effort overall. Okay, mile 6, 7:40. Not too bad. Had a lot of downhill and it was pretty smooth, so I could really just open up and run kind of fast without it actually being hard. All right, mile 7, 9:41. That was a hot, technical mile, and I am starting to feel the heat out here today. It's starting to get pretty sunny out here on the trail. I think a lot of the times your success in a long run is just you managing the conditions. All right, I'm taking a little break. I hit mile 8 in 8:44 and just wanted to make a quick pit stop here at the car for some extra fluids. I didn't really want to run with a big vest that I do have. I like to bring that on hikes, but I'm such a minimalist runner. I just love going out there, shorts and a t-shirt, not really carrying much. I make an exception with the camera every once in a while, but really need some extra fluids. I got my Element in here too, which is coming in clutch right now because it's 80 degrees, starting to be really sunny, and I'm at the 8-mile mark. I think I'm gonna do 10, so I'm gonna do another 1 mile out and back just to call it a day. It's getting a little toasty out here. I got in mile 9 in 8:18 and then mile 10 in 8:20. So I ended up running 10 miles in just over 86 minutes. Looks like 86:10 or 86:11. Average pace of 8:37. Not too bad considering up at altitude, and it was hot today. I was struggling in the last 20-30 minutes or so. Partly because I didn't bring any water with me. Thank God I've got my Element here, but running is hard. You know, in my 13 years or so of coaching runners, I have found that the long run is probably the most important workout, even if you're someone who's only training for the 5K. And that's just because a lot of runners are most limited by their lack of endurance. And that's actually a good thing, because endurance is one of those things that can theoretically be built almost forever. You can always build the aerobic metabolism. Whereas if you're talking about running economy, if you're talking about VO2 max, other markers of ability when it comes to running, those things are harder to train and there's a ceiling. But you can always build the aerobic system. You can always develop more mitochondria and build that specific type of endurance. So if you're struggling a little bit with the long run, I really want to encourage you to try to make it a priority almost every single week. You really want to probably run a long run 80 to 90% of your weeks, and just try to work on running a little bit more every 2, maybe 3 weeks. And if you follow that strategy, you're going to be able to run a lot longer for your long run in 6 to 9 months. You know, this isn't something where a month from now you're gonna be rocking 20-mile long runs. It does take a while to get comfortable with those longer distances. And if you are someone who maybe does marathons and you have a marathon season, you build your long run up to about 20 miles, and then you don't train for a marathon and you let your long run slide way back down into the single digits, I want to encourage you to keep it in the double digits. Now, of course, you don't have to run a 20-mile long run every single weekend. I certainly didn't. I only ran 10 miles today. But if you can keep your long run somewhere in the 12 to 15 mile range, that allows you to do almost anything with your training. You can go train for a 5K, you can transition to marathon training, you can do almost anything. And it has the side benefit of always boosting that aerobic metabolism. So thanks for coming with me on my run today. I gotta go have my Nourify shake from Previnex for recovery and get cool. I don't think I can sit next to my car in the shade forever, but for right now, it's just what I needed.